I'm Sean Collier, and
I'm Tiffany Lindsay.
Paris Cannon.
I'm Taylor Mitchell. I have game releases this week. We have Forma 8 for Wii U, PS4, and PS. What's PSNV mean?
PS Vita.
That's Vita? I'd never seen
I
that
don't know
abbreviation
why, I
before.
don't know why it's called PlayStation PSNV. Should this be? I don't know.
PSV.
I screenshotted the list, people. I'm not
Cheat.
challenged.
It's just, we have ACA Neo Geo Neo Turf Masters for PS4. That's the name. We have Harvest Moon 64 for the Wii U Virtual Console. We have a Pixel Story for PS4. Horizon Zero Dawn, not Zero Dawn, for PS4. We have Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 plus Arcade Game Series for PS4. We have Constructor HD for PS4, PC, and Xbox One. We have Horizon Zero Dawn on this list again for some reason, Tiffany.
It's a collector's edition, and I didn't.
So that's important. That's important, isn't it? There's a difference.
I didn't make the list.
And
though.
Story of Seasons, Trio of Towns, and I do not know what that's for. It looks like 3DS.
It is.
So those are game releases. Horizon Zero Dawn. So Tiffany, are you?
Yes.
Terrence is also shaking his head.
Why don't you say something about it?
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm looking forward to that game too. It's probably the only one I'm looking forward to on this list, to be honest.
I just find it interesting. This game just fascinates me because robot dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't really know that much about the story, but it's very.
It looks epic.
Yeah.
The
and
gameplay looks epic.
The fact that it's like open world and also robot dinosaurs and also like riding robot dinosaurs.
I remember reading like early reviews on it, and a lot of people said like if you like Skyrim and stuff, you're gonna like this game.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have the exact same concept, but generally like the people who really enjoy those kind of games are gonna
like open world RPG games.
Yeah, and they said it's like you basically can do whatever the heck you want to do.
That's I like that.
Outside of like the first two missions.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm not gonna buy it immediately because it's money, but I'm going to get it eventually.
You know what's crazy? It already started downloading on my PlayStation.
Well,
Yeah, because you got all that money. She makes it rain.
nice.
I share accounts, thank you.
Speaking of things downloading on our consoles, I just thought of it. I got Dishonored 2 this week.
Yeah.
And he regrets it.
No, I do not. I've played a little bit of. I've played like the first mission, and I've started playing on the second, and I really am enjoying it so far. It's real different.
For me, like Dishonored 2, it's like they didn't. I don't think they expected Dishonored 1 to be as big as it did. And then this one, they're like, oh well, since that one did so great, we're gonna just like put it and multiply it times 10,000 with like the difficulty and stuff. But it's really good.
So far for me, it's been a bit easier than Dishonored 1. One thing I do like is that it seems easier to be non-lethal in this game. Whereas Dishonored is like, if in Dishonored 1, if you got caught, you had to kill that guy. There was really no other option.
You could run away.
Well, I don't run away. What do I look like? Some kind of craven?
I try to go.
There's parts in Dishonored 2 though where it's like the AI of the guards and stuff is a lot higher in this one, so they investigate a lot more. Like they'll open windows, they'll open trash cans, they'll open like the dumpsters or whatever. Anywhere that you could hide, they can check and see if you're there, and
that must be nerve-wracking.
yeah, and it's definitely annoying when you're like, oh crap, I gotta hide, or if you're like, it's just annoying when you think you're good and you're out of their way, or if you're looking for like the runes and stuff throughout the level, and you get seen, it's just aggravating because they're always there to be in your way. So if you do kill them, you don't have to worry about them. But if you don't kill them, they're going to be there. And if you knock out a guard and there's other guards and they see that they're knocked out, they're going to wake them up and stuff like that. It's
another thing I like about this game is that the chaos system is a lot more intuitive. Because at the end of each mission, it gives you an idea of how chaotic and all that you were.
Mhm.
so you have a better idea of where you stand with it.
Yeah, I like that.
Where
a lot better.
with my main complaint with Dishonored 1, and I think I've talked about this with someone. It might be it was either you or my friend Mike, where my biggest problem with Dishonored 1 is the reason I finished it once and never picked it up again. Was because I got really salty about the chaos system, because I thought if you didn't kill the targets,
Yeah.
you were fine, no matter how many other people you killed.
Well,
Because I was an
okay, yeah.
idiot.
'Cause you're
and
like,
that-
I killed all the guards.
I was like,
Didn't
I
kill
killed all the
targets.
guards and then like fed their bodies to the rats.
Yeah.
But apparently, even though I saved all those lives of all those people, I was just,
Well, from what I saw, like the effect of the targets against like your standing does a lot more than the guards do.
But if you
But
still
the
kill
guards
every
do
guard,
stack up. They stack up. They can stack up fast.
Yeah.
And for me, I always, even in Dishonored 2, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna be stealthy. I'm not gonna get seen at all. And then as soon as I get seen, I freak out and kill them. And I'm like, oh. But Dishonored 2 has the quick save and quick load thing, which I use. Like,
and also,
nonstop.
and the thing I love about it the most is that it has an option that after you've started combat, you can still non-lethally kill them or
Yeah.
non-lethally neutralize them. Like if you block them just right, you can. If you parry their strike, you can actually go in to like do the chokehold, and that's my favorite new feature.
Yeah, 'cause like you get bonuses for not being seen, but like you can still be seen and take people out if you can't get past them without if you're a scrub, basically.
The one thing that is taking me some time is I got to get used to using Emily's powers because I'm used to having the restraints with Corvo. So like one point I went into a room where I was above them. There was one right below me where I could drop down on them, and there was another guy on the other side of the room talking to him. So I just shot that other guy with a sleep dart and was then like, I got this guy. Thus alerting the guy that I was about to get, because I completely forgot that Domino was a thing.
Oh, Domino is like one of my favorite abilities.
So
because I like if when I do actually play the whole game lethally, I'm gonna use Domino for like everything. It's like, oh, I'm gonna throw you off a cliff, but first I'm gonna domino you off the cliff, so you take everyone with you.
But we also have actual news. We should probably talk about that.
Yeah.
PlayStation Now is dropping support for PlayStation 3, Vita, and other devices.
Which is garbage.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I never even use PlayStation Now, so.
I tried a little bit, but you have to have like stellar internet. But like the Vita's not completely dead. I understand on PS3 because you don't really need to stream PS3 games on PS3 when you find them real cheap. But since like,
If the Vita's not dead, I never knew the Vita ever lived.
I mean, there's still a bunch of games that come out with it. They're just usually like indie or visual novels or Japanese games. Like
Yeah.
they don't make like normal games for Vita. It's just the Japanese market loves Vita.
Well, the Vita is a lot bigger in Japan than it is here.
I mean, they love handhelds in Japan
Yeah.
though.
Because you can do it on the train on your way to work. And
Yeah.
it's also why dating sims are bigger in Japan. That's also because some people are just lonely.
Well, there was that guy who married his DS and would never let it be not charged because he fell in love with a chick on there. Like he got a custom chick made for his DS and never turned his DS off.
That's.
And he actually held the
Interesting.
DS at funeral when it gave out.
Oh my.
I just got told by my friend Austin, the Vita's not dead to me.
See, like I play the Vita a lot. Like I play my Vita more than I play my 3DS.
See, I
But
play.
I love Japanese stuff.
I'd
Yeah,
play a
you do.
3DS more than I'd play anything else if I had a 3DS, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Listen to your sad life.
Like literally, my DS is basically just for Pokemon, and that's about it.
Well, no, I have a few other games, but Pokemon's the main thing right now.
Well, ever since I got a Vita.
I'd probably get Xenoblade because it'd be an easier way to get Xenoblade.
Yeah. So our next bit of news is about Crash Bandicoot.
The Insane Trilogy launches on PS4 on June 30th. And this isn't even a link, it's just a picture of a tweet, so I can't even go and look at a bigger story.
I'm assuming it's
Well,
just
all
talking about the release date.
Yeah, all the tweet said was the release date. Like I went and screenshotted the tweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was no reason to link it.
Because I don't think they had a release date before.
Yeah, I know they had announced it because I remember that vaguely.
Yeah,
But,
like on the PlayStation it said like to be announced, but you
Yeah.
could still pre-order it. So the fact that they have a release date is fabulous.
Yes.
Everybody wants Crash, and this means we want the original Spyro back. So get on it,
Yes.
Sony.
That would be awesome.
Come on.
I never played
St.
Spyro.
Terrence even said something.
Spyro was awesome.
I never played Spyro. I played Crash.
Because you're garbage.
Hey, no, I just didn't have PlayStation
Spyro is
growing
even
up.
better than Crash, and Crash is amazing.
I did play Crash. My uncle
And they
had a
even, like,
PS2. So.
They even have games where they swapped into each other's worlds.
Yeah, I think those are only handheld games, were they?
Yeah, they were like, it was like orange and purple.
Yeah.
But like, anytime like a new game would come out, they would have the demo for the other. And I mean,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
wants to bring back the skateboarding Spyro.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that was
That was in the third game.
Do y'all remember like
Oh my
Disney
gosh.
Extreme Skate? You guys remember that game?
No.
Where you could
I
play as
remember
like
when Tony
you
Hawk
could.
games were good.
I mean,
Yeah.
Disney
like,
Extreme
what,
Skate
the
actually is a
4
pretty
games?
decent Tony Hawk game.
I think the only 4 games that Tony Hawk had that were good.
Yeah.
There's only like a handful.
What are you talking about? Pro Skater 5 is top tier.
Underground Skater.
I'm a fan.
Actually, it was a broken mess that was shipped unfinished.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I got offered money from Redbox to rent the game.
They offered
Wait,
you
what?
They offered
like-
you money.
Yeah, like, so it's like if you went and you can rent this game for free, you get a free movie with it. So I rent the game, got the movie, never touched the game, returned everything.
Jeez.
So not only did I get a free game rental if I rented it, I got a free movie rental.
That's crazy.
And this was within a month that it came out.
Yeah, that means
That means it did bad.
what made it bad though is the reason why I felt bad for it though is because the game was supposed to support the people that were in it, like the skaters that were in it.
Yeah.
So this is like spitting on them.
Well, I think what they did is just like, oh, we haven't made a game in a while. Let's try to use broken PS2 stuff that's for like, you know,
Yeah.
forever back.
They didn't like update anything.
Yeah, and like, what's great though, have you ever watched the YouTube videos of the glitches?
No.
Like, there's some where they'll be like trying to do an ollie and they'll fall into the ground, their feet are up in the air.
That's crazy.
That's how bad the glitches are. Or like the ramps will disappear and you just start floating in the air.
So
I just like Pro Skater, like the first 4 games were my favorite, but I just
American Wasteland.
that one's okay.
I love that game when I was a
I
kid.
did too, but I'm just saying like as far as like the legit Tony Hawk games,
Yeah.
I just prefer the first 4 because like American Wasteland just got off the path, I think, because it was like, oh, you can also do all this other stuff.
Yeah, I have Pro Skater 2 at my house that it's still in a Blockbuster case, and I
Yeah.
don't know if we just didn't return it or we bought it.
Yeah, that's funny.
that I may or may not have a copy of the Road to El Dorado that's like, please return to Blockbuster. And I realized this when I was like 11 that we still had it from when I was younger, and now I found it again and I'm like, well, there's no point, because at like 11 I was freaking out. I was like, this is so overdue, and then in like 2 years, like Blockbuster went under, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah, Blockbuster.
Remember
Like
Blockbuster, guys?
thanks to Netflix and Redbox, we don't need them anymore.
Also, we have new Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 screenshots.
Yes.
I want to talk about this Kingdom Hearts 3 screenshot because I'm just looking at it, and Sora's coat is yellow, which makes me think drive forms might be a thing.
I don't think it's gonna be drive forms. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna do like an inventory system.
Yeah, because they already said that drive forms were not going to be.
Oh,
a
did
thing.
they? Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
think
said
they're
this
gonna
like
do-
2 years ago.
I think they're gonna do like.
That's why I
different-
forgot.
Like you get.
Because it's been
gear.
so long.
I honestly think they're gonna do it like you get gear for him to wear.
Maybe.
Yeah, because like the part of his soul that was like that did that, you know, something changed without spoilers, but yeah, but I don't know. I know there's supposed to be also more summons, so like maybe.
It also looks like, I know there's supposed to be like wet Keyblade transformations too, and it looks like he's using some kind of shield or something.
Yeah, he's using the shield right there.
And
So,
also that roller coaster thing they show in all the like.
that Heartless looks
Yeah.
pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Also, the Final Fantasy VII stuff is showing the first boss. Any of you guys remember the first boss? It's when Cloud and Barret
Yeah.
infiltrate the thing and fight the thing that's a robot. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a power.
On the screenshot, it just has the Japanese.
Yeah, it has all the Japanese text, so I can't even remember the name of the boss.
I can't remember its name either because it's technically in the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy too.
So are they doing the combat like they do
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts, like
it's the same director.
Exactly
That's why it's
like
taking so long.
Yeah, they're making it more Kingdom Hearts like because it'll fit better with what modern gaming is.
And they tested it out with 15 basically, but you can buy the original 7 on PS4
Though the thing is this still looks more Kingdom Hearts than 15 is. So the thing is that this looks more like the original build for 15 than it does the current, like what we got.
Yeah.
Because 15 was actually going to be completely Kingdom Hearts combat.
Yeah.
But it was also supposed to be 13 too, so we can't really say much on that.
But it was going to have Kingdom Hearts combat. Like you can still find screenshots that show it. But it then went to the more freeform combat that it has. And so I'm interested to see how they implement the system in 7 Remake. Though.
It just makes me so mad that they're delaying 7 more than like Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts fan because they're separating the game into trilogy to make it come out faster. And so it just makes me mad that they even showed like this early of a screenshot because it's not going to look anywhere near this when it comes out.
Mm-mm.
Like I'm wondering if it's still from like the promo like that they originally made and they just showed it just to make people shut up.
Yeah, I do know this, that it looks freaking nice.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I don't get that. But, like, do you ever kind of miss, like, the more anime style that Kingdom Hearts had? Not Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. Because, you know, Kingdom Hearts is going to not look as much...
Give me a game. Which game or style are you talking about?
Like, 15 does not look like it belongs in the Final Fantasy.
I think it does. It looks a lot like 13. It looks better than 13. But I would say the animation style in general looks a lot like 13.
Well,
yeah, but they made it more realistic.
For me, it's kind of like they're doing Kingdom Hearts. It's like you see the difference between the art style of the cinematics and then the gameplay. They're just trying to unify it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I just wondered if you ever missed that, though.
Yeah, for me, I thought it was... when I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I thought it was hilarious that the cinematics looked nothing like the actual game. Because I was like,
definitely.
Sora, look at you and your flat face
But I mean,
moving.
if you looked at Final Fantasy X, like, those cinematics were, like, on point. Like, it was better than some PS3, like, cinematics.
Like the Kingdom Hearts lip sync is...
Oh, yeah, I know.
Just the flat mouth just moving up
But I mean,
and down.
I love 15, don't get me wrong, but it's sort of like that nostalgia feel that seeing everything getting pushed so much further, it's just kind of like...
I just got 15 the other day, and I started playing it, and I have to say, I have one question. I haven't gotten so far into it, but I have one question.
I'm willing to answer
Why is Noctis's talent fishing?
Because he likes to
why
fish.
not?
Why? That is so weird.
Why does Ignis cook? I mean,
Ignis, I could see that, and I could see.
I think it really. I honestly think that the reason Noctis is fishing is because at least in Japan, fishing is seen as one of the most laziest hobbies you can have.
Okay, so
and it kind of is like Noctis is lazy.
Yeah, it suits his character, and also he can make a fishing pole show up like his sword.
Did you do the side mission with the cat where you just catch a fish and
I just did that. That's why I was like, I don't understand. I think it's cool, but it's still weird.
I remember I had some friends who did a podcast talked about Final Fantasy 15 in a podcast, and they mentioned that it was more down to earth, and my friend Paul was just like, what do you mean? Catching a fish just to feed a cat and then having to cook it, that is not down to earth. That would never actually happen. I was like, I'd do it. I'd do it for that cat.
I would go to a gourmet chef and make them cook cat food.
Cook this cat this fish.
And I don't even have to pay them.
Where did you get this fish? I just caught it.
I mean, we're in the South, and there's some crazy... And I'm a crazy cat lady, so maybe it could happen.
Yeah.
Just take your cat to the top of the river.
I mean, cats are finicky. I mean, they got that right.
The one thing I'm noticing when I'm playing 15, though, is I'm literally going to be distracted by literally everything.
That's the point.
Like, ooh, shiny!
Because it's like, I'm going to do this quest, and then I'm also, on the way to actually go into the quest, I find literally every item that I can find.
And then Prompto's like, hey, can we take a picture there? And you're like, yes.
You know, normally I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Like 90% of the time, I just kind of run around and just hope for the best.
Like, I think it's almost worse than Skyrim when it comes to the distractions.
Yeah, like even like the little markers aren't as obvious.
Like, I'm even distracted just by the like visuals of the game. I'll just be like, oh my gosh, that's
Also,
beautiful.
like I'll
And
warp
just
in a
sit there for
tree
2 minutes.
all the
Garuda?
time. Just because why not?
Beautiful. Crikey.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then
big beastie.
I did one of the hunts that you get in the first bit of the game, but I'm gonna go back and do the rest of them. I'm probably not that level to even do the rest of them, but I'm going to try.
I think it all kind of goes with your level too.
Same, the goblins were a little tough.
Well, yeah, that's why you warp in the trees.
Yeah, I understand. They were a little tough for the first hunt
That's
that
like
I
my
did.
favorite thing. I just warp to different.
Warping around at the speed of sound.
Oh my gosh, Sonic references.
Now the Sonic fandom's gonna be like, hey, they mentioned us.
But you want to talk about Overwatch real quick?
Go.
Okay.
This is all you.
So, Blizzard has been teasing another Overwatch character, and the problem is a lot of people are freaking out because they're like, how is like an 11 or whatever year old girl gonna be a hero? I don't want to shoot an 11-year-old girl. And it's like, first of all, she's a robotics, like an AI genius. So
One thing,
she's
isn't
obviously-
Diva like 13?
I know, right? that's my point. But she's into AI and robotics. That means you're probably going to be playing as whatever she created. And if that's the case, I don't know if that means that you're going to be hearing her voice or the creation's voice, or is she going to be actually kind of like Diva, where she's in the thing, or I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like it might be like kind of like Diva, but like they'd have to be careful to not make another Diva.
Yeah.
But maybe it should be like in like a plane type thing.
I think
or
she's
make
going to
a
be
drone.
remotely controlling it.
Also, there's one thing that it mentions this is, first of all, Ify is only a child in the interview. There's no indication that this interview happened in the same time frame as the in-game world.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that she could be older in the game, which would be
Possibly.
significant, because otherwise, the game has just introduced a child hero to be repeatedly killed in-game, which might rightfully rub some people the wrong way.
But I mean, it's not a real child, so people can calm down.
It might possibly be the person that created Athena. Think about that. because everybody's thinking that Athena is going to be a character.
I mean, these people probably play The Last of Us and get their heart broken within the first 30 minutes by a kid. They'll be alright.
Yeah.
Don't mention that. For those of you who don't know, I just had to take my glasses off and rub my eyes.
Because the only in the thing that they posted, the only reference to what time it is the date that they posted it. But that doesn't mean that like this is happening now. It could be something that happened in the past where they're just teasing it. But who knows?
I don't.
The thing is with Overwatch and all their new characters, just look at Sombra for instance. They're never like gonna be outright until it comes out, because with Sombra, they had like the weird like game that they had with her where it was just teasing her the whole time, and she made you do like all this challenge like scavenger hunt stuff on the internet until you like, and there's no payoff for doing it. It just
Blizzard
do it.
Blizzard is just weird.
Well, they're trying to make the story. They're trying to make the story of the game outside of the game, which is cool, but it's still like, just tell us who it is, please. I just want to know what the character
I
is.
never understood why they went that route. Like, even like, with Final Fantasy 15, they did have the anime and the movies to add to it. But, like, why didn't they just add this in the game? Like, because they're still putting money and resources. Like, it could just be clips. Like, that'd be fine.
Do we need to get Pam in here and talk about multimedia strategies?
Please no.
But, I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like they could put it in just, like, clips in the game. Or maybe, like, if you buy the game, you have, like, access to the clips early or something.
Yeah. I just think, I don't know. I just have a feeling that, what do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a tank or a DPS or...
I think it's probably going to be robotic.
I think we need a tank.
Well, I mean, she's saying
it's
that
gonna be like a drone
the interview.
type thing.
It says here that the interview suggests that her abilities might be tied to drones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be like a drone, maybe some flying in there.
So if it's
that'd
drones,
be
it may be
A
just
hacker?
DPS.
Well, we already have a hacker.
Yeah, but we can have another one, like a sniping hacker. Like, I know it's sort of
True.
like They don't have to be just one thing.
Well, there was a character model in like the early stuff when Overwatch was released, and it's like a robot looking thing, and it's very like it's like a skinny, like it doesn't look like any of the other Omnics. It's very different looking, and they've never said who it is or what their name is and stuff like that. It might be that character. Who knows?
And maybe Effie is just the person who helped make it.
Yeah.
That is something that this article also mentions. This article is from Game Informer, by the way. That's what a lot of articles are from.
Or it could
We've
be
never
like
said that.
an android type person. Like maybe something happened to her and she's half robot now.
They
Save
have.
yourself.
They could have rebuilt her.
Yeah.
They probably have the technology.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I also wanted to mention that the competitive season for Overwatch ended. I don't know if it ended yesterday, but it ended this week.
It did end
It ended yesterday because I
And,
saw the article.
And then the next season's not going to start till next week. The 28th, I think, is when it's.
So what do you guys? What do you do when you play Overwatch when the season's not going on? Can you actually even play the
No,
game?
you can. You're just not going to place. You're just going to play a competitive match.
I don't ever play competitive. I usually play like arcade or quick games.
And I also want to mention, I ran into, I don't know, I've never had this happen before, but I was playing Overwatch yesterday, and I was going to play a competitive match, and I saw that I was off season. I was just going to be like, okay, I'm going to hit it and see what it does. And it was going to take me into a match, but then my PS4 disconnected or something. And this happens sometimes when I'm playing matches. And the problem is, obviously, when you disconnect from a competitive match, you get penalized for it. But you can rejoin it within a certain amount of time to not get penalized. The only issue was when I got back to the main menu of the game, it said rejoin match, and that was it. Like, it had the options and the hero gallery and stuff like that, but there's no play, it's just rejoin match. But if you hit rejoin match, it wouldn't do anything.
See, that's why I don't do competitive, because sometimes my internet just like it just restarts randomly, and it don't happen a lot, but it's like I don't want to get penalized for that happening, and I get kicked out of games constantly. Like he'll say like inactivity, but I was walking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I was like one of my friends.
It's called lag.
One of my friends was playing Bastion, and he was in turret mode, and he was moving around, like he was looking around, but it kicked him from the game for being inactive, and he wasn't inactive. He was sentry mode.
That's bull, because like I got killed by somebody like last night, and it showed up that they just sat there for like 10 minutes, like at the end of the match, just killed one person.
Right?
That was the play of the game. I was like, why?
Well, what he was doing is, it was when we had the capture the flag thing, and he was guarding the flag, and I was just like, really? They kicked him from guarding the flag? Now what are we gonna do?
Welcome back.
All right, welcome back to Arcade Fire. We're gonna talk about a Portal writer leaving Valve. You know about this?
Eric Walpole. That's a weird name. Joined Valve in 2004 and just now left earlier this month. He worked on Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Portal 1 and 2, and Left 4 Dead. He hasn't given much comment about why, or where he's headed next, but he's gone, which means if any of you liked Portal 2's writing, like I did,
yes,
this is a sad day for us all.
But
it also is just kind of like, it's weird that one of Valve's writers leaves right after they're like, hey, we're going to make a single-player game again.
Yeah. Well, it could be like they are trying to get new people.
Maybe.
Or he's just like, he's like one of the people that are like, oh, are we going to finally make a 3? And then they were like, get out of here. No.
Gabe Newell was like, how dare you say the number 3?
We can't have that. Well, I don't know, and it says that he's going to be working. Well, he hasn't come in where he's heading next, but he's already working with Double Fine on the release of Psychonauts 2, and so they're saying that's probably what he's going to be working on right now, at least. And I honestly don't know, but
might be something. Also, question before we say the next thing. Has any of you guys ever played Disgaea before?
Disgaea? No.
I haven't, surprisingly.
I need to. I've seen a Let's Play of Disgaea 1, and it looks really fun. But the reason I asked this for anybody who's not looking at our show notes, which is everyone but people in this room, Disgaea 4 has been announced for the Switch.
It's 5.
Five.
Yeah.
That was a completely wrong number.
Yeah, that would be a dumb move for Nintendo.
Yeah, this guy. Well, I mean,
Wait, Disgaea 4? No, we don't. We need to do one.
I've been interested in it. Like most of these like Japanese games like this. I'm interested in playing them, but every time I'm just like, I've other stuff.
Yeah, like every time I've told somebody I haven't played that game, like they always look at me crazy, but I can't afford like every single game.
Mm-hmm.
And also like I've recently got more into fighters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It says it's gonna come out on May 23rd. And for those of you who do not know what Disgaea is a game that really likes to make fun of the fact that it's a video game, and where you can throw exploding penguins at your enemies.
Okay, I must buy. like now.
Sean hates penguins. He's a penguin hater.
I just want to throw exploding ones.
John's a penguin hater.
It actually is pretty great because the exploding penguins are just kind of like, I really hate my job, and then they get thrown at people and explode.
You know,
that's great.
Like I honestly think the best explosive in a game is when somebody like hacked GTA 5 and did like the Galaxy Note 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
instead
was
of grenades.
like
That's
all
still my
all the
favorite
sticky
ever.
bombs for the Note 7.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was the best thing.
So apparently Resident Evil 7 leads January's game sales.
Yeah, the full list is Resident Evil 7, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Grand Theft Auto 5, still, Battlefield 1, NBA 2K17, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Madden NFL 17, Watch Dogs 2, Overwatch, and FIFA 17.
I have a feeling Overwatch and Grand Theft Auto 5 are going to stay up there. Probably COD 2, even though it's
But it's
garbage.
COD.
COD is awesome.
Terrence, get out. Actually,
No, go ahead. Tell us what's so great
defend
about
that opinion, Terrence.
Explain why you like Infinite Warfare so much.
I like the story mode. Like the story.
You
What?
What?
Okay.
You like the
I
story
can't-
mode in a COD
okay,
game?
Okay.
Actually, explain, Mike. We need to know this.
Really?
Why?
Like,
What do you want to
the
know?
story is
Like,
awesome.
why do you like about? What do you like about the story mode compared to the other story modes?
Okay, first of all, like this story mode is a lot better than Black Ops 3. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, duh.
And then, I mean, my favorite story mode would be like the COD, like Call of Duty, like the World Wars one.
Oh yeah.
But like, because everybody want COD to go back to its roots, and like COD roots, it's a story mode.
Well, the thing is, I liked the old Call of Duty games. I liked the Medal of Honor games when they were a thing, and it's just like I like the games that were actually like historical-ish, and you were like playing the storylines like that.
But you
'cause
still
there's-
didn't explain what was so great about.
But
I did.
but Infinite Warfare.
Instead of
though,
more focused on the story, I guess.
see, I did hear that they focused more on the story mode in this one more than they have in the past, and I was hoping they did because I played Black Ops 3 after it had been out for a long time, and I was just like, I'm gonna try the story mode. It is garbage because it is like written by like it's
A
I mean
10-year-old?
it sounds like the dialogue and everything is like written like by an edgy 12-year-old. And
So it's written by you at age 12?
yeah, and the only part that I give it props to is when you get your limbs and stuff taken off. It is terrifying. Like that one scene, like it, like when I saw it happen, I was just like, oh, I didn't want to see
Let me
that.
think of a particular Metal Gear game.
Yeah, I know, right? The one that I like a lot. Yeah.
Wait, which?
Metal Gear 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I haven't
that.
played that.
Me too.
good
It's
game.
hard.
Good game.
It's the most difficult
It's a good
Metal
game.
Gear game.
You will throw your TV.
It's actually the Metal Gear
25
game I'm best at, though, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because,
Well-
Taylor's garbage.
I'm actually thinking about trading in my Metal Gear 5 to get the Game of the Year edition
Oh, okay.
because I don't have any of the stuff that they added, and I was just like, I
Neither
haven't
do
played
I.
the game in forever, so I mean, and you can get it for pretty cheap now. So I'll just do that because I can start fresh because I have no idea where I was or what I'm doing. So
I actually deleted my save file so I could go back to having all the
Same.
difficulty in that game.
Yeah.
Because once you've beaten the game and you have a whole lot of crap, there's no difficulty to it.
But it's one of those games.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that with Resident Evil, because when you play it, if you beat it in all the different ways that you can beat it, you unlock items that you can have to make the game easier. And like the last one is if you beat Madhouse difficulty, you get infinite ammo on some of the guns. So in each game, well, you don't have to use the items and stuff, but it's in your item box for like as long as you have your save games and stuff. So so the more you play Resident Evil, the easier it is to.
Yeah. Also, I do want to mention that about Resident Evil leading. The last time Capcom had a best-selling game of the month was in 2009 with Resident Evil 5.
Wow.
Resident Evil 5 was a bestseller.
In March of 2009, yes.
Why? Was that
I'm
one
thinking
good?
I mean, Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 is not a good Resident Evil game.
Yes,
It is.
It is.
No. Let me finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But it's not a horror game at all.
Well, neither was
It is
4, really.
4 is more of a horror game than 5.
Yeah. Okay.
5 is literally I'm Chris Redfield, football, shoot you with machine guns. So it is literally just, it's not scary. It's just a third person shooter that's that's kind of generic. The best thing ever is the fact that Wesker stands in lava and yells, "Chris!" and just DC Douglas in general. That's the best thing about Resident Evil 5. But I would say Resident Evil 5 is probably, most people like it better than Resident Evil 6. But I know a lot of people that will be like, it's not a Resident Evil game, but it's a good game. So it's kind of like that, because it was the game that started Resident Evil wasn't horror anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas Resident Evil 7 is the game's like, Resident Evil is horror again.
Yeah, like I love Resident Evil 7. I mean, I've stopped playing it a little bit to go back to Overwatch and stuff, and also, since I got 15, and I'm also like playing other stuff. But I'm just taking a break from it because I'm literally playing Madhouse difficulty. I'm playing Madhouse difficulty now, and
Let's play go.
I just can't. It's awful. Like, and it's good. Like, it's fun. It's just ridiculously hard. But doing it in VR is also a terrible idea for Madhouse difficulty.
Have you gotten the band footage 2 yet?
I do. I just haven't played it yet. I'm saving it for videos.
Okay, because like I'm just gonna tell you this: the bad ending for Daughters, that's harsh.
Oh, it is.
It's really harsh.
So do the bad ending first to get my reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's one of those times where I was literally like, I had to look away.
Oh really? Is it like gory?
No, it's just hard to watch.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's not gory. It's not specifically scary. It's just what happens is hard to watch.
Okay, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. But
because like the only other time, because like Evelyn can just be in my face and I'm like, okay, that's a little.
It's fine. It's a little girl.
But what happens at the end was like, that was the one point where I was just like, I gotta go.
Yeah. And you've seen most of the games, so the fact you're saying that means something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last bit of news that we have down is about Pokemon Go,
which I've completely stopped playing, by the way.
I got back into it because of this, actually. Gen 2 Pokemon are a thing now. In this article, it says that they're not in it.
Yeah, the update says that they added the 80 new. The original story doesn't.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what Game Informer does is they just add updates to old stories. They don't release new ones. So it says that following yesterday's announcements and today's title update, the 80 new Pokemon from Gen 2 are available. But the original story is like, it said they were going to have it, but they weren't there.
How many Pokemon are in Gen 2?
80.
Like, that's it?
Yeah, it was. I think it's one of the smallest like groups of Pokemon that was added.
Because I mean, see, the problem is I'm not super familiar with Gen 2 as much as Gen 1, so it's like I don't even remember all of them per se. But I have been catching and evolving some of them, and just like, oh yeah, I remember.
But yeah,
that
they
now.
never added like another 150 with each gen. They're always
Yeah.
been under that.
Oh, okay, so
But
the
I
first
mean-
one's the biggest.
Yeah, and when Gen 2 came out, like they were supposed to, most of them were supposed to be in Gen 1, but they didn't have the memory
Oh, okay.
capability.
Yeah, that's why Gen 2
That's
is
why
kind of like an
Togepi's in the
expansion.
first season, but not in the game.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's like Gen 2 is like literally more just an expansion of Gen 1. That's why you can go back to Kanto and all that.
Yeah.
Like, because it was literally supposed to be like,
Oh.
it was supposed to be all
Oh,
in
never
one
mind.
game.
I was just corrected. Thank you, Austin, for sending me this message. There are 80 Pokemon in Pokemon Go from Gen 2, but there's actually 100 Pokemon in Gen 2.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Austin, since you're listening to this, how many of those are legendaries?
Or how many of the non-legendary creatures had they not have in it?
There's like 5 legendaries in Gen 2.
Because my thing is like, the problem is that I've seen so far is, at least with the first gen, like you had more of a variety that you saw when you're hatching them. And for me, I've literally
There's
with
6
Gen
legendaries
2,
in
I've
Gen
literally only seen mainly like the common, like super common ones. The only rare one that I've gotten so far has been Skarmory.
I
and
mean,
that's
I
not
hadn't
I
even
love
tried.
Skarmory.
That's not super rare though. It shouldn't be.
But I mean, like, you still have to get for the account that you're still going to run into Gen 1 stuff, so that's
Yeah.
going to make it harder. Like,
Yeah.
if it's like some reason they cut off for like a week all of Gen 1 Pokemon and only had Gen 2, it'd be so much easier.
And I immediately, like, as soon as this stuff happened, I got an Umbreon and Espeon because I was like, good thing I stockpiled an Eevees.
Yeah,
I,
I haven't even re-downloaded
when-
the game. I gave up.
When they add Gen 3, I will probably go back to playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
I like Gen 3 Pokemon.
wait another year and maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it takes them a year to do anything in this game.
Yeah.
I probably still won't download it again.
Because they still don't
I'm
have.
content with.
They still don't have anything they promised to put in the game. Like trading and.
Yeah,
and
see, like,
stuff.
I got Moon and now Pokebank's optional, so.
Well, I've told my mom, like, my mom's really big into it.
My dad's
And,
really big into it.
And I started playing it again with her because she wanted me to play, and I was like, okay. And then I got back into it, and then, but I'm one of those people that I just prefer playing the actual Pokemon games.
Same.
But it gives me something to do with my mom, so I can't complain.
Yeah, that was one thing that was cool about when I played it. I could play with
Keep
my
in mind,
dad.
she's 6 levels above me.
Because you're a scrub.
Yeah.
You use a bit of scrub, John.
I'll
be honest.
My mom is Pokemon Go queen.
No, my dad is the king then, because my dad, like, we were on the cruise this weekend, and we were in Mexico, and Dad's like, catching all that Pokemon, catching all that.
Oh, really?
Dad's like, I don't even care. We in Mexico. We catching
Like,
Pokemon.
my mom gets, like, this, like, whenever they add something big, she always tells me, or when the events are happening, she tells me, I'm just like, I haven't been playing it, I'm sorry. And then she's like, you should be, because you have to take advantage of this and this and this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You know what's funny is my grandpa downloaded it, and when he realized you couldn't just, like, hack the game by, like, make it think you were walking, like, you
Yeah.
go with the little Pokemeters, like, he was like, I'm too lazy for this. I'm not going to play it, and he deleted it.
Yeah, my thing, the reason I stopped playing is because before I could drive, because I'm going to announce this on the radio and all of you are going to know I'm a scrub. I didn't get my driver's license until I got a car. I didn't get a car until August. So I didn't get my driver's license until August of 2016. So when I didn't have my driver's license and I didn't have a car, I walked a bunch of more places. So I played Pokemon Go a lot more. Now that I have a car, screw walking, I have a car.
Yeah.
So I don't really have that time to play Pokemon Go because I'm not going to play while I'm driving.
Yeah, don't. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I can't say much. I never did it while I was driving, but I have in a car.
Yeah, why?
Oh no, that was another thing. Is that when I would ride with other people, I would play Pokemon Go. But now
we
it's
just like drove around like Broad Street and
Yeah.
Gadsden over and over.
Well,
like, those
Broad
parties.
Street and Gadsden is like one of the best places because
The
of
parties.
how many. Well, yeah, it's like the whole thing with Gen 2. Like there was a night we went to Broad Street and literally every Pokestop on Broad Street had a lure on it, and for that event, the lures lasted 6 hours.
Yeah, and what's great though is like Trey Ragazzi, like when the Pokemon Go just happened, they were giving like Pokemon Go pizzas and stuff and let you use their lures because they kept lures on there where you didn't have to use them. And
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah, go to Gazin if you like Pokemon Go. Go there in Nakalua Falls.
Yeah, and I just with the whole Gen 2 thing, I hope. So my problem is there's some Pokemon that I think that they should have in it. I thought they were in Gen 2, but it turns out they're probably in Gen 3 or some bullcrap because they don't have the evolutions to some Pokemon until the later generations or something. And it's like, okay, like they had
Gen 2 added all the babies.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Terrence. Thanks for not announcing to everyone that you're leaving.
Terrence is a scrub.
Terrence actually has to go to a meeting. That's why Terrence is leaving. I'm trying to find out what are the like 4 non-legendary Pokemon missing from the Gen 2 in Pokemon Go.
Wait, there's
No,
only
not 4. Not 4.
No, there's 6.
There's like
I forgot
there's
about
6 there's 6 legendaries, and that means there's like 12 not in Pokemon Go, and I'm wondering what those 12 are.
And I want to know why they're not in the game. But my thing is like they need to start. If they're wanting people to keep playing this, they're gonna need to like actually do stuff that they promised to put in the game, and also like
that was another thing. Is like there was all this stuff that I can't do that I kept being told I could do. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Another reason why it won me back over is because now you can buy a top hat for your character, and I was like, I am in.
Give Sean a top hat.
I am sold. And I don't know.
Apparently, out of the 20 that weren't added with this update, some of those were the baby Pokemon, but those are only like 5 or 6, maybe.
Not really.
I can't find what the other ones are missing, or I'm really not even looking. I was actually recruiting friends to get me to look for me, because I'm lazy. Thank you, Austin. Because I currently am talking to friends on Discord too.
Like, my thing is like Gen 2. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, Gen 2 is I prefer Gen 1 over Gen 2, obviously, but it's like they only add.
I actually like Gen 2 better than Gen 1 generally. I like a lot of the Gen 2 and 3 Pokemon.
Like, I do like. I'm trying to remember all the ones that are in Gen 2. Like.
Let me.
Like the starters, I know. I like the starters.
I mean, I can name you a bunch, but I can't like name them in order, like down a list.
What's the ghost types in Gen 2?
Misdreavus. I'm trying to think. I know there's Misdreavus because her evolved form doesn't even show up until later.
That's like a Gen 4.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Miss Magnus.
Because I instantly went to like that, but I'm like, no, she wasn't even in there.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
What are the ones that look like letters? I can't remember.
Unknown.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna put those in Pokemon Go.
No,
yeah,
those are legend. Those are technically like Mystic Pokemon anyway.
Porygon Z.
Porygon Z is
Porygon 2.
Porygon 2. I think
Porygon Z.
Porygon 2 was actually a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Oh.
Or no, it's a Gen 2 Pokemon.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm gonna say it's not Gen 1.
Austin, what are you saying they did? Are unknown in Pokemon?
Yeah, there are a lot of baby Pokemon in this.
Yeah.
All 28 unknown are in the game, actually.
Oh, really?
You know what they should do is have a separate Pokédex like they do in the actual Gen 2 games and like dedicated to nothing but unknowns, and maybe you get like something unlocked.
Well, some games you do get some things from.
Another reason why I don't like Gen 2 as much is it has one of my biggest nightmares. It has Quagsire, and I hate Quagsire with the biggest.
Why, he's so happy.
I hate him.
It's easier than
I absolutely
Wobbuffet.
hate him.
Like if somebody knows how to use Wobbuffet correctly, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
A good player with a Wobbuffet is a hard thing.
Quagsire has a happy face. He looks cute and everything, but he will devour your soul.
He's like Mr. Popo from DBZ Abridged.
Yeah.
This is Gen 3, but if you get somebody who actually knows how to use Plus and mine them real well, you can't win.
No, not at all.
No.
But,
go to Pokemon Showdown and find those people, and you'll see.
But,
I'm glad I'm not the only one who uses Showdown.
I just want them to have all the evolutions in the game already. Like that's the only Pokemon I care about more than any others. Like I do like most Pokemon, obviously, but I'm just saying, evolutions are my fave. Because now I want Flareon. Well, not Flareon, but I want Leafeon and what was the Glaceon?
Glaceon.
Yeah.
And then
Leafeon.
So I said Leafeon.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention
Yeah.
to you.
Those are the next two, and then they don't have another one until Sylveon, which they've got a long way before they have that one in the game.
No, I will say this. One of my favorite Pokemon is actually in Gen 2. It's Donphan. I really like Donphan.
Of course. Yeah. Somebody had already had one of those, like, when I was going to a gym, they had already had it on the gym. I was like, oh, okay. That's weird. But, as far as Pokemon Go goes, though, I still think that if they want people to keep playing it like they are, like, some people are not going to stop. That's forgiven. There's people that are never going to stop. But if they want to keep as much of retention as they have, they can't just, like, there's people that got rid of the game and then brought it back for this, like me. But if you want them to keep playing it without doing that, they're going to have to keep a steady stream up and not wait a year or two before they add something that's worth doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
Or add stuff to the game, like you actually can learn more moves and delete moves and.
Oh yeah. Like if they add like a good,
Add actual
like a breeding
Pokemon stuff to
system.
Pokemon Go, and then we'll actually.
Yeah,
be
like an
happy.
actual breeding system and stuff.
And make it where it don't kill your battery within like an hour.
Well, I've actually, since I've gotten an iPhone, it has worked a lot better. But if you have like an Android phone, it's
I'm not
It
buying.
works pretty great on iPhones.
yeah.
Also,
I'm not
we
buying
are
it
out of
now.
time actually now.
All right, so that I guess that's all we were going to talk about anyway. But
We ended up on this long spiel about Pokemon
yeah.
Go.
But next week we will be back, and we will see you guys then.
See ya.
See ya.